Hey everybody, just on a short hike today to just get some exercise and carry my get home bag around and just get outside some and get some exercise, just really loosen yourself up. And I was out here hiking and just came up with some notes, some things I thought about concerning hiking and taking care of yourself when you're out there, or when you're training in particular. You're getting ready for that bug out situation, or bug in, or get home bag, or whatever you might be carrying, and just so you can help build yourself up. I saw Maine Prepper did a good series on exercise and nutrition, and it's good stuff there, some good knowledge, and link to that here too, so you can read that if you haven't seen that already, about getting ready, especially if you're starting out at a basic level or beginning level. But when I was, walking the day, just a couple of things. Maine Prepper talked about hot spots and taking care of your feet, and there were some other things that I want to talk about that came to mind, about especially if you're starting out just beginning to get your hiking skills built up, your toughness, not necessarily toughness, but abilities and just good form and stuff like that. And I hear people talk about a lot when they first start with an over-the-ankle boot. You have shin splints a lot. A lot of people get shin splints when you start wearing boots that cover your ankle because of your flexation problems that you have and the tightness it causes up your shins. And it causes a lot of problems for people. And obviously hiking, it can relieve that to a certain extent, just training, but also stretching and dealing with that in other days and continuously developing that stretch by stretching out like this, getting your toe point your toe, and ankle flexation. Obviously I'm wearing boots right now, but getting out there in just sandals or something and really flexing your ankle forward, getting that ankle flex so you feel tightness in here, pushing it forward, trying to stretch that out, really helps alleviate some of your shin splint problems down the line. Continuously build that up. Obviously getting a good boot with support is going to have its advantages and disadvantages, and shin splints is one of those things. You're not used to boots, they can come up pretty quick. Even if you haven't hiked in a long time, shin splints can come around. So doing those stretching daily to alleviate that can help. Also, a thing, you still feel yourself getting shin splints, just back off your pace a little bit. And usually if you start off with a fast pace, there's a lot of times when those shin splints will build up. You start out too fast. So if you're training and just getting your exercise in, start off with a slower pace and work your way up to a quicker pace, and that'll usually alleviate the shin splints. Just got to get the muscles and those not cartilage, but just the muscles and the ligaments in here and stuff, time to warm up. That's usually going too fast can cause shin splints like that. So warm up slowly and build up, and that gives us time to loosen up. And that can alleviate a lot of your problems, so you can get the most out of your hike or your training for that day as well. And that takes me into form and just taking care of your body. We talked about feet. Maine Prepper didn't take care of the soles of your feet. One thing that can come about that can cause you those blisters is when you're walking, how you with your form, and in particular which way you point your toes. A lot of people, when they start walking fast or hiking, they'll start angling their toes outboard, and obviously that can cause problems. They almost look like a duck. It seems like I've seen people that hike a lot, and they do that, and I don't understand how they don't have more problems than they do. I have always consciously thought about trying to keep my toes pointed forward and picking up my feet so that I get proper heel strike or heel to toe action instead of awkward, and that cants your knees out and that cants your hips out when you point your feet in the wrong direction. So when you're walking, and even just on a daily walk around the block or anything like that, having good form can build your muscles properly and give you good muscle memory, good body structure to keep those feet problems. Because if you're canting your feet out or in your knees, that'll just build up. It'll go from your ankles, you'll get blisters, ankles, knees, hip problems. It all just work its way up. So having good form when you're walking is key. When you're out there hiking and training too. So that's something to think about there. If you see yourself getting off, maybe just back off your pace a little bit, and just till you get that right body form. So you get your body in the right direction you want to go, and then try doing that and then increase your speed as you can to get that body form correct. Obviously, you're going to train differently by yourself as you are with a family. If you have a family, you're always going to be able to do more than your kids until they get to a certain age, obviously. And so one thing to think about is you're going to have to train even that much to a higher level because you're going to be carrying a lot of their weight and a lot of their things, the necessities that they need that they just can't carry or deal with yet. So something to think about, developing yourself even now to go to a higher, it's just a part of being a mom and dad or just a leader, carry that extra load for them. So that's something I have to think about a lot, is how I'm going to tailor that if we ever had to do a bug out situation, which is obviously the worst and worst situation, the last resort in 90% of occasions. Unless it's a natural disaster that's going to wipe out your house, you're going to want to stay there at all costs, because leaving especially with kids or elderly or anything like that, is going to be potentially more dangerous. So, but going out and walking out with your kids, obviously you want to get them used to walking, and just being outdoors is good anytime, not just for practicing bugging out or anything, but just getting out and being together and hiking is a good thing. But getting them used to being out there for multiple hours is just an acclimatization period. If everybody's been on a walk with a 7 or 8 year old, the whining factor is pretty high, regardless of what they're used to doing. They can play out in the backyard for the whole day and into the night and not hear a word, but as soon as you start walking any period of time, you get all the complaints and the whining. So it's mental acclimatization as well. But even after you've you work on your proper body form and trying to build your body the right way in your hike, wearing your pack properly, getting it cinched in, getting it on your shoulders right and setting right and all loaded right, your body's still going to have quirks. When you're out there, understand where you get that hot spot and that blister. Main Prepper talks about that, and preempting that with good moleskin and stuff beforehand, especially if you're going on a long one. If you're just doing a short training, like I did today, I did an hour, and a little warm on a couple spots. I didn't pre-duct tape anything or any craziness like I might do if I knew I was going to be walking all day. But it reminds me of where those key weak points are, that if I knew I was going to be going for a long period of time, I didn't want to pre-treat them, like Main Prepper talks, and link that here too. This is some good information. So just some thoughts today as I was out there hiking, just some good exercise, and make sure my bag still had some things in it and whatnot. But just things to think about. Keep in touch. Please comment, subscribe. Let's keep the discussion going. Let's prepare for the worst. Talk to y'all later.